Welcome, everyone, to the 6th episode of Mental Health, and we are talking about silver linings.
Six
I am Dion
episodes.
Marvel, and with me, as always, is Mr. Cole Clayton. What's up, guy?
I can't believe we've been doing this for almost 2 months.
I mean, we've been doing it. It's very exciting. Times are changing. We're adapting. We're learning.
Dude, this is our last episode of non-cooking, I guess. Saturday will be our actual last episode before the beginning of times.
What do you mean?
Well, you and I have a new president.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Well,
have a new president. You'll have a new president in a couple weeks.
oh, you mean that? Yeah. That's gonna be.
You'll be a part of the United States probably by the end of 2026.
I mean, I'm here for it. I'm down. I am hip to the rhythm. Tell you, I can't wait. I can't wait to be part of the United States of America and
We
Canada.
want to talk about silver lining.
I'm getting a gun, baby. Yeah.
But they get to keep their fucking poutine.
Poutine is so good. It's French fries, gravy, and cheese.
It's fucking nasty, dude. And
You're nasty.
I don't give a fuck. This ain't
Tell your mom to shut her mouth.
You know what's crazy is I don't even.
She had a dirty, non-culinary palate. Okay.
I agree with that. You know, my mom does not.
Go back to her chicken fingers and French fries.
When I was a kid, she would give me salad because it was healthy, and I thought I didn't like. Will you stop fucking hitting me?
No.
Before I have to hit you back and on live fucking
Go
TV.
ahead. I'll stab you in the karate too, motherfucker.
What's up, Nick Tucker? Yeah. Look.
What was it? Oh, yeah. I don't really associate poutine with Canada. Is the funny thing.
Yeah.
And that's a dope thing, but like that seems like some shit you'd find in Atlanta.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, but also have like fried chicken in there and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. I get that.
Atlanta, Georgia. It looks like some Atlanta gravy, cheese, and fries. Tell me that ain't some fucking backwoods black people shit.
It's not.
Poutine was inevitable. Some fat person somewhere was gonna get it. What's up, Lexi? How are you? Cole's DD needs to get mom under control.
Get mom under control. Good luck with that, motherfucker.
Can you go away?
I will. Are you paranoid?
Yes. And not only that, but like you kind of irritated me being late as fuck today.
My motherfucking fault. That motherfucking job helped us keep a roof over our head the last 3 weeks.
No, I didn't.
Bullshit.
No, I didn't because you didn't work for the last 3 weeks.
I had a different paycheck, stupid. I didn't get a paycheck while I was sick.
You know, we can feel the love. We can feel the love that your mother has for her firstborn
Why are you
son.
doing all business out here?
She cherishes his firstborn son.
Nobody's business anyway.
Like, so
It's like you wonder why the boy has trust issues.
Can you go away?
you know, it's not my fault your mom doesn't love you.
Can you please go away?
My mother loves me to this day. Okay,
I'm serious. I'm getting irritated.
I'm still her Dino. It's my mother doesn't address me with anger ever. Okay? My mom is a saint in comparison. Jesus.
Hey, compared to me, I don't give a fuck. I don't make any apologies. Fuck off, Dino.
Hey, what's up, Lily? Yeah. You know what? I'm a firm believer in silver linings. I am a firm believer that it's a healthy perspective to have to always look for the silver lining. But I feel like it helps you temper every situation, you know? It's that idea where you're going, you know, it's that proverb of the Chinese farmhand who keeps on responding with maybe. So like one of his horses gets out at night and the son goes, "Oh no, this is so bad." And the dad says maybe. And then the son goes to catch the horses, and in that whole thing, the son gets his leg broken. And it's like, "Oh no, this is so bad." And the dad says maybe. And then they come by, the army comes by for recruitment, and because the son has his leg broken, he can't go to the draft. And they're like, "Oh, this is such good news." And it's like, maybe. But like, so you never know what's going to happen. So being able to look at things with a reasonable perspective I think keeps you attentive instead of getting drowned. Like that whole idea of living in your highlight moments. You're like, yeah, you can't do that because that's
Right.
not real life. Like those are the highs and lows are very exciting, but that's it. That's all they are, right? That's not real life. Those are just exciting things that happen, and then you move on.
I don't know, I'm not real good at looking at realistic perspectives because I have a hard time trying to figure out what's realistic and what's not. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
obviously I don't live in like a fantasy land, but I've had a lot of dramatic shit happen in my lifetime
Yeah.
that just you could not account for. You know what I mean? Like, and it still happens. It still fucking happens.
But also too, it's like, hey, I'm not saying I have to live in a fantasy world, but maybe a little bit of fantasy, like a little splash of fantasy. Is that okay? Like,
Dude, fantasy
it's a
to
little
me
bit
is
ridiculous,
just
right?
shit going right. Like regular, like you know, like I don't know.
Hold on.
People a lot. I feel like people have lives where shit goes right a decent amount. Everybody's got problems, but
Yeah,
just like shit, man.
you're
Everything
like
falls apart a lot.
all out of the gate. You're like, is that really necessary? Could we not? Do we have to do that? Okay, so you have to do everything you can. You have to do to work your hardest. If you stay positive, you have a shot at a silver lining, and the pie tastes better too. I don't disagree with you, Lily. I just feel like you know what, I hate to put it this way, but it's like I also am lazy and I want to do it. I don't mind doing hard work, but I've been screwed so many times that I'm like, I just want to have a little bit of back and forth where I know I'm being rewarded, like I'm
Right.
putting in the effort for a purpose. Um and that's kind of a frustrating thing, you know?
I like building towards stuff, and if some bad thing happens, that's fine. And then I can go back to building towards something. But the thing is, how long have we known each other? Do you know, 3 years now?
2 years. Yeah.
I don't know if you've picked up on it, but when shit goes wrong for me, it spirals. It's like a bunch of shit happens, like just one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. So it's
Yeah.
hard to see the silver lining in those moments. Because
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, why are the floodgates just open? Like the fuck, I'm trying to plug all these holes, and I got them all plugged, and then the whole fucking dam fucking breaks loose.
It's not even that, but you're trying to hold together a dam, and some guy's like, "Hey, I just got this new hammer. I'm just gonna test it on your dam." You're like, "Not do that." And it's like, "No, no, no.
You
Trust
see me
me.
over here, right? Yeah.
You want to see this?" And he's like, "No, I don't. I really don't want you to test that hammer on my dam. I'm having troubles." That is like, "Trust me, this will make the perfect hole." Be like, "No, no, I don't want any more holes. I'm good with the amount of holes. Not interested in getting more." And they're like, "No, no, no, this is gonna happen." You're like, "Okay, well, I'll just fuck myself." You know. We need to find Cole a good ass woman, damn it. I mean, this is this. So I was talking with somebody the other day about this too, where it was like, yeah, no, that's not a thing. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, there's no, like, people they're like, they want to hook up and then go their own way. And you're like,
At my generation, for sure, yeah.
but I'm like, that's a horrible life to live, you know? And people are just,
Yeah, because like you don't have like a partner to like uh help as a teammate, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
why would you want a team, you know?
What's that whole idea where it's like, yeah, you need to have that's a beneficial experience, you know. Oh yeah, Victoria hasn't said hello.
Hey
Wow,
Victoria.
how come I can't
Um
see Victoria in here? She's sneaky. She's behind the scenes. I don't know what she's doing.
that woman shit, I'm never gonna like the problem is like I'm too damaged at this point. Like
Like, yeah,
I
but
don't
you're not that damaged. Just
no,
not like,
it's like there's like I've touched the fire too many times, if that makes any sense. That
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
I don't trust it no more. Like
yeah. Once
so
bitten,
when
twice
it
shy.
kicks in, even if a good chick were to come around, I'd be like, you're up to something.
You're like, yeah, you probably have a dick. I don't know. You seem too cool to hang out with.
Right.
Yeah. You know, it's like, oh, you got OnlyFans or something. You're like, yeah, you're a weirdo, whatever. Just
That is the other thing, like you were saying too, is when I seek out female companionship.
Yeah.
I am looking to date.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like to move very fast. I like to just get to know somebody and then be like, okay, you seem like pretty cool. But like, nobody wants to fucking do that with me. Like,
Yeah.
and then the type of women that are attracted, and this is totally on me. I'm not blaming anybody for this next thing, but the
Us
type of
ladies,
women that are attracted to me
Yeah.
are, they're not like, they have like real bad like father issues. Like they're,
ladies that have tattoos right down the middle. Is that right there?
well, yeah,
Usually
they have tattoos and
Yeah.
like
Uh,
like their
see-
last ex-boyfriends beat them. Like it's just a whole thing. Like their baby
So-
daddy's never around. Whatever it is, it's always the one of the big things that could be wrong with a woman. Those are the only women that are attracted to me. I can't attract
Yeah.
just a normal chick.
Yeah. I
Which
like
is
this comment.
me. That's not me.
No, well, I like this comment. Us ladies got to let the boys dance on the flames. See, I'm not against the dance. That's fine. It's more so that it's like, and by the way, here's herpes. You're like, no, that's not a fair. That's not a. It's a different dance, right? No, I feel bad for people these days. That you are usually attracted to people who remind you of safe. I mean, nothing says safe like finger tattoos.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the difference is that men and women date a little bit different. Women date who they're attracted to. Men date who are attracted to them.
Yeah.
Because you can't date just who you're attracted to as a man. They don't. That doesn't necessarily correlate unless you're like rich or really good looking.
Yeah. No. And then you got to pass.
Yeah, you get to date like women do.
And yeah,
The
that's
pink
bullshit.
litter or whatever. So
I don't know, but that's it's such a huge world out there that I like the idea of still trying to figure things out and trying to make things happen. I'm down for it, but like, man, it's a little bit crazy. What does Victoria say? By safe, I mean people you are used to that remind you of something from the past. Yeah, I know, but
I don't think I've made like. I don't think like. I don't want to say that I'm unsafe, but I don't think that I'm like somebody's like safe zone because I tend to put people like in their place, like especially if they're going to be living with me, like or around me a lot. I'm like, hey, you can't talk to me like that. This kind of bothers me. These are the things that you do. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um, and
The
I'd be
heart-
roasting people a lot. I'd be just making fun of them.
yeah,
Making the fucking fun out of women. Like everybody but women don't like it, is what it is. Dudes can
Yeah.
go, dudes will, they may not do it as good, they may not be able to roast you back as good as you roasted them, but they'll go at you. Women
Yeah.
are like, why are you like this? It's like, it's trying to have fun. Just say something back. But then they either, that's the other thing, they either get upset or they go too hard. They're like, you're like, that's why
I
your
mean-
father left you? Jesus. Like, is that necessary?
Pete Dill, that is a weird little rhyme. Good for you. No, it's yeah, but that's yeah. But yeah, women are weird though. That's why I think people really don't understand is going that men don't date for the same. They're like, hey, are you a crazy one? You're like, how crazy? Because then we're like, I'm okay with a little bit of crazy. Some guys like crazy, right? Other guys are like, yeah, no, I don't do crazy. But for me, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't do crazy.
I don't
you
like
start-
it, but it's
if
the
you-
only thing that's attracted to me. So it's really about whether I'm in that mood to date.
And then it's a question of how much crazy is okay, right? It's figuring that out.
It's a
Like-
lot of crazy. So for
Yeah.
me, I don't know. Like, there's not if there's a scale of 1 to 10 on crazy. Thank you. It's always above 6. I swear to God. I swear to God, it's
Wow.
always above 6. And I feel like 6 is like manageable.
6 is a manageable, but like 6 like really slides into an 8
Mm-hmm.
every 3 or 4 weeks, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
Or
then
something,
you're like,
something
oh,
happens,
well, no,
your
I
uncle
mean like
dies or something. Yeah, it's a whole.
every 28 days, they tend to lose their
I don't
minds a
really
little.
have that problem. At least I never noticed. At least.
Oh, I've had both my ex-wife and Victoria try and say shit. Oh, well, it's my time. I don't give a shit. They're grown ass fucking
What I
adults.
say too. I'm like, if this
I
is
don't
your
care.
excuse, you've been dealing with this since you were 14 years old. Like, get the fuck over it. You
I've
know?
had the week from heel. Oh, why did you have a week from hell? I mean, let's find the silver lining for you, Nick. What was so bad about your week,
Guarantee my last couple weeks are way worse.
bro?
Each individual week of the last like 8 weeks is worse. Each individual week was probably worse than your last week.
Did I tell you? One of the things we ordered, we were like, we need 2 separate dozen of white roses in 2 bouquets, and they were like, okay, so you need 24. We're like, yes. And she puts it in the computer as 24. I'm like, I think you just ordered 24 dozen. She's like, no, I know what I'm doing. It's 24 roses. Okay, no problem. You know what you're doing. Sure enough, well, you know what arrived? 24 dozen. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, thank you for
Did you
that.
get charged for it?
Oh yeah.
No, hell no.
Oh no, bro, it was ridiculous. There was so many flowers. It was beautiful, and it was so nice that people express themselves that way. But it was nice still. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, we had a lot of people reach out. My personal life is 9, but my professional life is a 2. I mean, that means your life is a 9, though, right? And but how is it a 2?
You're ranking
That's
your
the
life
question.
now?
Because if your personal life is a 9, your life is a 9. But if your work life is a 2, like that does suck, but that's not your real life, right? Your real life is your real life. It was pretty awesome. Dad would have said we opened a flower shop. I mean, it was true. There was so many flowers. It was very nice. But at the same time, you're like, man.
That's good though. You know?
Yeah.
That's like one of the only times a man gets flowers.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
At least I went all out.
Too much drama at work. People are starting to notice I didn't do much. Hey, Nick, you got to tell them that you're there for the big picture stuff. Okay.
Dude, that was my entire like 19 to like 27. So
Just hoping
doing
people
that.
don't realize you don't do much.
people catch on. I have to make another excuse, and I got tired of having to make excuses.
I get it.
I'm gonna start working. Fuck it.
I know. I'm working sucks.
Gaben's pizza sucks, bro.
What is it? Like Delicio?
But yeah, no, that's the pizza I made. Homemade.
You made pizza and stuff?
He pulled it out of the oven, but I was blaming it on him.
Absolutely. Last
The
person
first,
to touch it.
the first round of pizza I made was good, but this one I didn't. I don't know if I like. I don't know.
Mine just take it out through it.
Yeah.
So how do you see a silver lining for you? Like what do you try and maintain to keep your eye focused on silver linings?
I really try to like see what good came from whatever is happening.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
fair. I can understand that. I think that's an important thing to just keep an eye on.
What did we learn?
Yeah. Also, Nick, what kind of drama is happening at work? I need to know. There's always a silver lining. I think there is, but I think a lot of times too, it's like it's about maintaining focus on what's important, right? Like even if you suffer through something, like if something bad happens, you're like, okay, but also I learned how resourceful I am and that I can keep a cool head in a rough situation, right? Like that is a matter of your growth and it's self.
I mean, I've learned that I can keep a cool head
No, I don't think you
Um,
see my entry. Hi, Gail. I'll be over in 30 minutes. All right, Pete. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
I can keep a cool head for a while, but
Yeah.
after, like I said, when things spiral and just keep going,
Yeah.
I do lose my cool over a bit. I'm like, can we just get a break?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I get that. Women are our salvation. Oh, don't say that.
Uh,
They should have never gotten the vote in the first place.
don't, and even if it's true, don't let them know that.
Yeah.
Don't ever tell them that.
Oh, come on. Listen, except the women at work, they hold me too accountable. Yeah, see, that's why. Women in the workplace, mistake number one. There should be men's workplaces and women's workplaces, completely separate. They can do the same job, but
We're
only
bringing back
women.
segregation.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Victoria says, thanks, Nick. Don't listen to him, Victoria. He's not talking about you. You're fine. Okay. Women aren't, they're
You're
absolutely
just
not.
saying that because she's a Chinese spy.
She's definitely a spy. That's fine. I wish I had secrets for her. I'd be like,
Or
"Yeah,
are
just
you a
do-"
Greek spy?
I am a Greek spy.
You don't have
That's
Greek
good.
intelligence.
No, we have Greek relaxation and enjoyment.
They don't,
So to
the Greeks
enjoy
don't
your
give a
life.
fuck what everybody else is doing.
Not zero fucks, my friend. Absolute zero fucks.
Y'all went to war and did all that shit like 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. Y'all like, we're done. We did it.
Lily says Victoria's so pretty. Back off, Lily. She's mine. Okay? Don't talk to Victoria like that. Bro, I'm telling, this is the thing though, is that right now is like I had to explain this to Victoria when we went, because we went for our honeymoon. I wanted to go just before the pandemic and we didn't, and I'm so sad that we didn't go again. Hopefully we'll get to go again soon. But when we went, I explained to her, I'm like, listen, like going to New York City, Toronto, London, Hong Kong, these are places you go to make money. Okay. You can do business deals. When you go to Greece, it's about relaxing and enjoying your life. And she's like, I don't understand what you mean. And I'm like, trust me, you'll understand. And after we went, she was like, oh, I get it. I'm like, you will not get a Greek to do 1 second more of work until once he's maximized his enjoyment of life. Like, okay, I've made enough money for today. I don't have to work extra. That's it. I'm done. Like, oh, but you can
I
get
want
ahead.
to,
And
though. That's what I want to do. I made enough money. Fuck it.
yeah,
But I
it's like,
never can make enough money is the problem. And I'm not like one of these fucking billionaires.
yeah.
I'm just trying to make enough money to pay for my home. That's it. Then I have
Yeah.
to work all day, every day
Yeah.
to do that because of fucking Joe Biden.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. Yeah, I mean, you can thank Obama for Biden.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your nuptials. Thank you. I've been married 30 years from 1994. My let me think
Oh,
here.
Nick, you're old as fuck, bro.
My oldest brother got married in 1990. Then second oldest got married, I think,
Yeah,
in
your fucking
92.
brothers are old.
Then my sister got married, I think, in 96 or 94. I don't remember.
I was born in 94.
Then my one brother, he got married in 99 or 2000. I think 99. And then I got married the first time in 2001. No, 2002. And then, yeah. And then this one, we got married 2015. I'm 57 years old. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I ask you a question, Nick? And this is with all sincerity. When you're, so close to retirement age, what are you waiting for to be like, okay, I can go just enjoy my life? Like, what is it, just a numbers game where you're like, I have a couple good years that'll, increase my pension and it's worthwhile? Or are you just like, I don't have anything else to do and I'm bored? Like, what's your, because I know it, and I think teacher's pension depends on where you are. I know how it is up here, that it's your age plus years of service reach a certain amount, and then you are pensioner. I just got to go 5 more years. If these witches at work don't blow my cover. 5. Okay, so you 5 years, and then you're pensionable, and you're
gotta start having like senioritis at some point.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. I got a year left.
Yeah. but also too, like if somebody tries to fire you and you're 5 years from retirement, oh, I would lose my shit. They would be in court so fast. Like, yeah, wrongful termination, age discrimination, whatever you want, a million different things. You know, but
Assuming because you fired me because I'm white.
100% discrimination.
I'm like 1/5 Native American, and he found out about it.
Tenure is a wonderful thing. I mean, tenure is a wonderful thing if it exists.
10 year. We worked for 10 years.
No, tenure is essentially you get voted in as like permanent staff of a
You get paid for 10 years.
university, and
I
then
know what
you're.
tenure is. I'm making a joke. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, you sounded retarded. It's not my fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my whole shtick, Dino, if you haven't figured that out by now.
No, that sounded too retarded. That sounded full retard, not your mild mannered retard that we are all acceptable and love. You went too retard. You lost the Oscar, sir. Being a
Mhm.
principal in Maine is awesome. Oh, I can imagine there.
You know, I lived in Maine for a couple of years. I think we talked about that.
Until they found out and then they came and kicked you out.
No, we moved up there. It was shortly after 9/11. My mom moved back in with the dude who kidnapped me. We moved up there to Maine because he had a job out there. We lived there for like 3 years.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Portland? Want to say Portland? Kind of outside, right outside Portland, like in the kind of in the boonies a little bit, the woods. I remember there was like I was little. I was real little, so I can't necessarily quote me on that. But I
Yeah.
do remember there was like killer squirrels. Like they would like launch acorns at people's windshields, and it would fucking bust their windshields open, or like acorns and rocks, or it would bounce off your windshield, scare the shit out of you. People drive into a tree.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, all the time on our road. It was crazy.
I think squirrels are definitely violent. There's a couple. So I have a neighbor who's feeding squirrels, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And now the squirrels keep on coming close as if we're gonna feed them. I'm like, "I'll throw a rock at you. I don't give a shit, you little bastard. They're a nuisance, little animal."
There's better a squirrel than a raccoon.
I mean, a little bit. Raccoons are fat.
Yeah,
And
but they got thumbs.
I like watching them try and get into my garbage because I just put a big cinder block on top of the garbage. I'm like, go for it. Like,
Have you
fucking
ever
die.
opened up a garbage can and it's a bunch of raccoons in there? And I'm just like, my bad, I'm in the wrong trash can. I'm
You're
sorry.
like, oh, you guys need to go. I'll turn around, but you guys need to go. Okay.
I get like an eerie like feeling when I realize I'm outnumbered.
Yeah.
Typically by animal, but when I
Right.
see too many eyes looking at me, I don't like that shit.
No.
Unless I ask for it, like if I'm on stage, like in a stand-up setting or something. But if I
Yeah.
walk into a situation
Thank you.
not realizing I'm about to have a bunch of eyes on me, I don't like
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you walk into a room and everyone looks. You're like, nope, not doing
I
that.
don't like that, man.
No, thank you. I love how Lily's like,
That
this
got
guy
weird,
won't
man.
shut up about being a shitty principal. We get it early. Go pretend to supervise teachers or something. I mean, I feel like that's like he's a retired warrior. Like he fought against other teachers to become the principal, and now he's like, back in my day I fought and I won. Now I'm the last. I'm the Highlander principal. I'm the last
He's
one.
Red Foreman of being a principal of the education system.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
My shit went down in the South Pacific. I watched it go down.
Shit's crazy. Bro, I loved Red Foreman as a character. I didn't watch. Have you watched that '90s show?
I watched
one?
the first season, and I don't know. It just felt weird. I was like,
I was tempted to watch it, but then I was like, meh, whatever.
well, the thing is, when the original show came out, you and I are close enough in age
Yeah.
where I think the characters were kind of all playing like kind of in the middle of us, of you and me, so we can kind of relate to those characters at the time. But now I'm watching it as a 30-year-old man, like watching a bunch of 14-year-olds wanting to do drugs and get drunk, and I'm like, this isn't cool anymore.
Not
Like,
really. No.
you know?
No, you're like, fuck, we were losers.
Right.
So yeah.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
But
it's the same thing with like my favorite movie in school was Superbad, which is probably way past your time. You probably never gave a fuck about that movie. But
I saw I love that movie. It was
do
great.
you?
Oh yeah.
Well, I loved it when I was a kid.
Yeah, of course.
And then
Great
probably
movie.
up until I was about 22. And then I tried watching it maybe a year or two ago, and I'm like, this movie's so dumb. Like, and it's just because I don't like watching a bunch of kids get drunk and talk about pussy. I don't know. It's weird to me now. I don't even want to
Yeah.
hang around. Like, I know when my kid gets a little bit older, like 3, 4, 5 years, he's gonna be doing all that. I'm gonna go over here. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's cool to talk about it with me and you, and like as a father son thing.
okay.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be around your friends and shit.
Bro, there's nothing weirder than walking into a conversation and one guy's like, yeah, man, so I'm like, I love pussy. And you're like, ew, gross.
We
Like,
all
I don't want
do.
I
Like,
just turn around and you're like, yeah, I'm good, thanks. You have a
right.
great conversation. I'll be somewhere else.
Oh, you
No,
can
thank you.
tell that somebody's only ever watched porn by the fact that they're describing pussy. Like, dude, you don't gotta describe it. Like, we all know.
And just don't even bother.
You know what is a funny movie though? Still stands the test of time. The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
40 over. Yeah. Dino, do you grow your own bud or go to a dispensary? I just go to a dispensary. I actually picked up I made a mistake and I got a bunch of gummies, so it's 3,000 milligrams, so they're 100 milligrams a piece. And I took 2 earlier today, and that pretty much made me all crazy. So I have another one.
We should
Because
do
why not?
the 420
Hey, what's up,
special
Michelle?
episode. Or, hey,
Oh.
hey, Michelle.
What did you walk into? A complete shit show. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we kind of went off the rails a little bit. We're talking about silver linings, and so far the only things we can come up with is what did we learn? Sometimes pussy is nice.
But you don't have to talk about it.
You don't have to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but where I am, you can grow up to 4 plants per person.
That's about what it is in Ohio too.
Or per household. Yeah.
I want to grow weed. I've never done it before. I want to do it.
I don't think it's that hard to grow, but also too, like, I think somebody will try and steal it, which is really, really shitty. But
Nobody would steal it here. I'm like the only pot smoker in my family, other than my sister who lives on the other side of the country. So
yeah. But that's why I just picked up those gummies, which are fantastic, and I bought some pre-rolls. Which, like, that's the thing is, I go to one place that has like really, really strong gummies, which are the ones that I bought, but their pre-rolls suck. They're just generic. Like, it's good weed, but that's not their thing. They more sell in like flour. Whereas another one, there's a fancy one that's by my house that they have like all sorts of, like, the last one I got was called Blackout Bobby. It was a great smoke. It got me high off my tits. It's fantastic.
nice. I want to grow like tomatoes and shit too, though. Tomatoes.
Hey, we grew tomatoes, bok choy, all sorts of peppers and stuff, and we're gonna grow more this year.
What's a fucking like a crop that you can grow that you can like live off of if you need to?
Potatoes.
Yeah, but I don't really have access to the ground like that because I live in an apartment.
You know what you should do is there's those hanging the hanging tomato plants, and you can do tomatoes and blueberries and just have it. If you have sunlight getting through one window, put them right there.
Okay.
And that way
You can live off of berries, though, huh?
I mean, blueberries have a lot of good stuff in them, and tomatoes do too. Hold on.
I want to be
Where you grow and how well you can grow. Also true. That's true. Are you a tractor enthusiast, Cole?
I would be if I had land. I don't think you realize, like, it's my life goal to just get some land. Like, as soon as I get land, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you guys! I'm getting chickens, I'm getting cows, I'm getting solar panels, and I am fucking off." Like,
I'm buying a trailer and I'm out. See you later.
Yeah, because I found out I was doing some research. Like I want to say maybe yesterday, but if you put a trailer on your land, they can't. That does not go towards the property tax
Mhm.
because it's not structurally in on your
Yeah.
like
As
your
long-
property.
As long as it has wheels, it's not.
As long as it's not like in the ground, essentially.
I don't know what you mean by a tractor enthusiast. Do I like tractors? I don't know. I think I've ridden a tractor like twice in my life, but
Oh, because you're wearing a John Deere jacket.
oh yeah, no, I got this at Costco. I just like the logo. I got
I love John Deere.
yeah, no, it's actually one of my more. I got a Caterpillar one. I got John Deere, and I got one that says Costco. And it doesn't say Kirkland brand. It just says Costco. And I wear it out of Costco, and people are like, "Do you work here?" I said, "Nope, I just wear the shirt." I'm enthusiastic of the fact that I can buy my shirts at Costco now. I'm small enough to.
I'll
It's
talk
been
about that for a second. Dude,
I- Yeah.
everywhere I go, people think I work there now.
Oh.
I don't know what it, do you work here or hey, where did I find it? I don't fucking that's happened to me a lot over the last like 6 months.
Yeah.
Like almost everywhere I go, people think you work here? No, why? Like
Hey, that just means you have a very employable face. Good for you. I do not. I have a murder face, and people
I
don't
look
want
like I make
don't want to work with me because they're like, no, that guy, he'll kill somebody. It's not.
look like I make minimum wage. That's what how I take it.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, he looks
Yeah,
like
I
he's
would.
underpaid. What?
He'll work. He'll work for peanuts. It's fine. Like maybe if we feed him, he'll just work.
I'm sorry that I cut you off. What were you gonna say about you were talking about your jackets, Costco?
Oh, I'm just happy that bro, since Costco came to Canada, which was originally Price Club, then turned to Costco, I've
Ooh.
never fit in any of their clothing. And now I do, and I celebrate it by wearing it because I'm like, fuck yeah. Okay.
You think people your size, your old size, would have been like who their targeted audience is? Like you come in bulk.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, but they only go up to 2XL. So I guess it depends on the state. Maine taxes me on my 2 outhouses at my camp. They call them sheds. It's literally a hole I poop in. I mean, technically, I feel like being able to poop in it makes it more of a shed than less of a shed, if you know what I mean. Because I can't
look into that because that sounds like some bullshit. Because what I read was like not a state thing, it was a federal thing. What I was looking into.
But there are rules. So like you can if you put your mobile home on cinder blocks and you remove the wheels, technically they can ask you for taxes. But if it has cinder blocks but the wheels are remaining, I feel like that's a way to kind of sidetrack it. But at the same time, like it is good to put it on cinder blocks if you're going to be there forever because the tires need the rest too, right?
What if I just build an actual house on wheels? Just put wheels. The wheels don't move.
I don't know. See, this is the thing is what I would try and do is I feel like you would definitely benefit from being in like an RV guy. And you're like, all right, I live in my house. I live in my car. And you're like, I drive around like
I thought about that.
a Winnebago. I would totally
after Jack graduates, I would consider that for sure.
They tax anything. Oh, yeah. In Toronto, the same thing. They tax everything. Right now, they're trying to pass a bill that will tax you on how much rainwater your house collects. Insane.
What?
Yeah, I know.
How would they even come up with that number?
Bro, we're taxed to high hell.
Well, okay, but that it's creepy because like that implies that somebody's coming out to your house regularly to look at your house.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Hey, it's only a matter of time. Remember, they're doing the same shit they've been doing to us for a while.
Nah, they don't do that. Dude,
Bro,
they're trying to take our guns away.
Rob Ford was the greatest mayor we've had in such a long time, and also like, bro, and people are like, he's a crackhead. I'm like, did a better job than the people who aren't crackheads. So there's that.
Yeah, doing crack isn't necessarily like a bad thing.
Like, yeah, see, did he do crack? Yes. Was he a crackhead? No.
I feel like crack makes you like more of who you are.
I don't know. I have never tried. I've never tried crack.
I've never tried it, but
Bob
I've
Ford was
been
Fuji.
around
Oh,
enough
he was.
people.
Yeah.
Like obviously my mom's ex-husband, but also my best friend from high school, his dad was a crackhead.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, bad one. And for a long time, he would steal from everybody. And it got so bad in the town we grew up in that my best friend had a hard time being able to rent to anybody in the town because he stole from everybody. But
Yeah.
as I got to know his dad, in his later years, he still did crack, but he was a different guy. He was a hardworking guy. He did crack and worked on people's cars. He like atoned for it. So I think it just makes you more of who you are. As you get older and you feel bad and ashamed, you're still doing crack, but you know you want to fucking make something of yourself.
You're trying not to be. You're trying not to be a burden, but still crackhead. I
Right.
respect that. I respect that. I respect the shit out of that. You boys are fucked up tonight. I'm here for it, though. I mean, that's fine. Paul Martin. Well, I tried it. Tears my life apart. Makes you go to places you would never go to normally. Make you do things you don't want to do, and makes you an evil fiend, in my opinion.
So
I mean,
I was wrong.
yeah. Hey man, you know what? I'm not looking to try it out. I'll tell you that much. But
That's
you know,
fair. Maybe it's new crack. Maybe new crack is good for you. Or
I
not
don't
good
know.
for you, but like it can make you good.
Man, I'll stick with weed and Percocets and mushrooms. I have a bunch of mushrooms I gotta try.
This is like my alcohol very much. I like weed, but not like often.
It's because you're a bad person. It's okay. It's fine.
Dude, I can make I bought like an 8 maybe like 2 years ago, and it
Oh,
lasted me the whole year.
a year? Oh,
Yeah, it
Jesus.
lasted me a year, bro.
An 8 ball wouldn't last me 2 days.
An 8?
Yeah.
An
Oh,
8 is like what
did you
normal
say-
people smoke in a week.
Did you say an eighth or an 8 ball? I thought
An
you said
8
an
ball.
8
I
ball.
said an 8,
Oh,
bro.
an eighth? Oh yeah, yeah. No, well, it depends, right? So this is my problem: is I like to have pre-rolled stuff.
Do I
And
look
I said
like an 8 ball person?
I said an 8 ball wouldn't last 2 days with me. It'd be done.
Yeah, but cocaine goes faster than weed does.
Mm-hmm. What's the hardest drug you've ever done? I did Molly once by accident at Coachella. Sweet Jesus, a little humble bragging there. I've never done Molly. I've mushrooms, cocaine, weed, morphine, fantastic. Yeah, perks. I love perks are so much fun.
Perks are awesome, bro.
Yeah. It's like, give me 2 perks in 6 hours, and I'm just like, well, when people don't
awesome.
push you no more, you got to earn that money and the other shit. That's true.
I should elaborate. Perks were awesome. They give me anxiety now, but like
It's because you're old.
the craziest shit I ever did was like Vicodin, Percocet, Dilaudid. That all mostly just like shit that's like made in the lab and given to you, like a real lab, not like a lab in Mexico. You know, so like
Green
the opioids.
Percocets and mushrooms. Oh boy. Yeah, I have mushrooms that I wanted to try a while ago, and then everything happened, and now I'm like, oh, finally everyone's left. I'm gonna have to pick a day and just do more mushrooms.
I don't do mushrooms. I don't like. I've never done them, mind you, but I don't like the idea of acid either. I don't like the idea of hallucinating. It never sounded attractive to me. And the more people like you and other people, Joe Rogan, people try to be like, it heals your brain. I don't need nothing to heal from. If anything, I'm learning. My PTSD and trauma is just teaching me not to go over there and do that thing again.
Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Everyone needs
like the idea of hallucinating.
Everyone's brain needs healing, my friend.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I don't need to heal from anything. I just need
trust the science, sir. Trust the science.
All right. You could be. There are 2 types of fucking people. Okay, there's 2 types of people. There's both touch the hot pan on the stove. One cries about it for fucking ever. Oh, the stores, and the other one says, "I better not do that again."
I don't know if I should feel personally attacked or not. I'm not really sure.
You should, 'cause I'm
no
better
one
than
needs to
you.
hallucinate. How dare you? No one needs to hallucinate. That's a
I
lie,
agree,
Victoria.
Victoria. That's just
Well,
weird.
I've done mushrooms and I've never really hallucinated, and I've been trails and nothing but smiles. You got to have the right mindset. Yeah, I take mushrooms and I do hallucinate, and I love every second.
I have way too much like I already have panic attacks if I smoke too much weed. I can't hallucinate. I'll freak the fuck out and ruin everybody's day. Like everybody else is trying to have a good time and I'll just ruin it for everybody. I'm not trying to put everybody in that position. And I'm not gonna do it alone. I'll tell you that.
That's fair.
So that's it.
Victoria
It's like
says
watching
so.
a scary movie alone. Fuck that.
I love it. I've taken mushrooms and then watched scary movies alone.
Yeah, no.
It was great.
Hell no.
No,
What Victoria says so who's who? What do you mean, Victoria?
you know, Lily always calls me out, but she's bragging about doing drugs at a festival. She was at Woodstock. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she
I
got
understand.
like real problems with Nick, don't she?
You know what? No, Nick is like a police officer. You're like, they're easy to hate. They're
Yeah,
fucking principal, right? Police officer, that's basically the secretary of the law. They don't know shit.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm you know my stance on the police. I'm very pro defund the police. But if you meet a cop, and I don't mean like in a working environment, but you meet a guy who is a cop, he's usually fucking hilarious. He's a cool guy or whatever when he's not on duty. You know what I mean?
Mm. You read this?
Oh, okay. Which of you cried after touching the fire? Which moved on? I mean, everybody cries after they touch the fire.
I moved
It's
on.
about how long you cry about it.
Victoria, you might have to help him to bed tonight. I mean,
His
That's
bed's
always-
right around the corner. He'll be all right.
yeah, exactly. I'll just roll over there. Sorry. We brought snacks back from Florida that we found, and Victoria just found them. That was like in April.
Oh, they're not expired yet then.
No, but they're also, bro. These are lime flavored Frito. corn chip?
Damn with the lime shit, man. So
And
gross.
I'm loving every second of them.
He leaves him where he sits.
Oh, Victoria says, nope, we have a rule. I leave him where he sits. Throw a blanket on him and call it a night. Basically, yeah.
Are you high right now? Is that what's going on?
I am high. Yeah.
Fuck it. I need to hit the dispensary.
I was already high, and then I took another gummy. So
Ordering a pizza sounds like great. I made pizza tonight. You're exactly right, Lily.
ordering pizza sounds like a great idea. We ordered Korean fried chicken.
Is that good? I've never had that.
It's really good. It's good fried chicken, and it's also a little spicy.
Is it breaded or?
Yeah, but not much.
I mean, that's fine. It doesn't have to be like Kentucky Fried necessarily.
Victoria said, why?
We'll have to do that for the show. I want to try that.
Are you suggesting as to why would she suggest a pizza? Because I would like to eat the pizza. Or why am I eating the chips that I told you I wasn't going to eat? Because I told you I was going to eat them. And you're like, don't eat them. And I said, I'm going to eat them.
So crispy and tasty.
Yeah, just really.
I want to learn some Korean food because I've had some like decent, like I had like a Korean barbecue sandwich one time not too long ago. That shit was good, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I want to try some kimchi's. I love kimchi. Kimchi's good, but I've never cooked any of it ever. I've never cooked Korean food.
Victoria makes a kimchi fried rice that is top tier.
Ooh, that sounds good.
No, why did you do more weed when you
Do
were
more
already
weed.
high? Because I'm a troublemaker. Thanks,
Why did
Victoria.
you do more weed?
I injected 2 more weeds.
How How many pots have you smoking?
That's exactly it. Gino can teach you to make my kimchi fried rice. That is true.
I want to know, like, I want to make kimchi though. Like, stick it in a fucking mason jar and throw it in the ground for all winter long. This would have been a great winter to do it too.
Lily, that's not a nice thing. It would be fun for the show to get you both up to 500 pounds and then back down to your current weight by New Year's 2026. We could really make this challenge take off.
If,
Bro, I've been past 500 pounds. I'll never go back.
if I get over 500 pounds, y'all are lucky to get me under 400 ever again. Like, I don't. If I blow up, I don't lose much. You know what I mean? I get bigger, I get a little bit smaller. I get bigger, I get a little bit smaller. I get bigger, I get a little bit smaller.
It's tough.
It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah. Life is like that though sometimes.
Yeah.
Even for me now, I'm not the lightest I've ever been, but I'm the smallest I've ever been.
Well, you statistically cannot be the lightest you've ever been. You were born like 7 pounds.
Why do you have to bring it up like that? At least I was born. You were hatched.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You were from an egg,
We all are
probably from a chicken.
a fertilized egg.
Lily's over there trying to make people obese. Meanwhile, I got rid of the vending machines. What's that? Who's the asshole? That's funny. That is pretty funny. On some level, I feel like Nick is like vindication, but also it's horrible.
So,
Yeah.
you've been through a lot.
You've been through a lot too. sir.
You and your wife over the last couple months.
Yeah.
Do you have any silver linings that you can think of?
It's it was an inevitable hurdle that we handled, I think, very well. And we had no idea what was going to happen. And you know what? Everything went really well. And you know, it's best of a poor situation, but everything, I think everyone was happy. Everyone felt heard, and you know, now they're going through the process, but you know, and not in a bad way. You know, it was more like, you know what, because you can only be so prepared for an event like this, and when you are and when the time comes, you kind of just dance whether you like it or not, you know.
Yeah.
And with everything, we handled it, I think, pretty well. We had some emotional times, which I think are valid, but in the end, I think it was a learning process that we handled quite well. Hey, what's up, Schnickel? Yeah, death is a tough thing. It's a super tough thing, and you know what? I don't wish that on anyone to experience because it's horrible. But yeah, and you know what, Schnickel? Yeah, you can say, well, I don't want to dance. But it's not a question. If you don't, now you become the problem.
If life's shooting at your fucking feet, you learn how to dance, you fucking bleed to death. Yeah.
It's like, frustratingly, that's kind of how that is, right? What about you? So you've had some life experience thrown your way over the last couple months. How are you? Where's your silver lining?
Well, there's a lot of things that I learned recently. I learned how to like, I'd never been in a car accident before. Believe it or not. I've never been in whether it was my fault or somebody else's fault, I've never been in one, you know. So that's something I'm learning. I learned how, I know I'm still learning how to deal with, how to navigate. You know, I learned that I'm not a dick. in that situation too, because it was totally my fault, and I did what I did. I pulled out in front of the girl, and my first reaction was to get out of the car and make sure she was okay. You know what I mean? And I'm actually really proud of myself for that because I used to have anger issues. I used to just fucking get mad over fucking nothing, you know. But I was more concerned with their fucking health. Somebody I don't even fucking know, you know.
You know, it's not like they slammed your car or anything. You were not. You're okay with this decision to handle it.
100%, you know.
Cole, what was the most successful relationship you ever had? You seem
don't
like
give me
you
that
can carry a
shit.
female to greatness.
Relationship, like romantic relationship, or just any relationship. Because I think the one with my son is the most successful one. You know, the kid still likes me, so you know, I battle with that every day. Am I fucking my kid up? Am I being too hard on him? You know.
Yeah.
I've never given a fuck about anybody. My relationship, platonic, romantic, professional, more than the one I have with my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is a huge deal. Victoria's the same. I used to have pencils in my office and workspace just to break.
I feel that. I feel that. I used to be a wall puncher. And a cup thrower, an avid cup thrower. This fucking shit.
Cole's a ladies' man. He just needs to admit it. I mean,
I used to be. I just had too many problems over the years. You know, some of it's my fault. I'll admit that. But some of it, I just feel like women don't want to hear me out specifically. Don't want to hear. I come off as really dumb. So anytime anything comes out of my mouth, even if it checks out, people don't want to believe it.
true. Lily's like, God, he's hot. Shit. Well,
Thank
Lily,
you, Lily. I appreciate that.
he is available. He's hiring. He's interviewing sugar mamas, Lily. So
I've never dated a Latino or a Latina, Latinx. Were you there when I called Margo a Latinx yesterday? I think it was after the show, after you left. So
I can only imagine
you call me.
I can only imagine how much he appreciated that. Oh,
It was funny.
I like. There is a Marcus Aurelius quote that is kind of tantamount to this, where the whole idea is that you guys should look at things with regards to lucky that I have been given the opportunity to overcome this obstacle, that fate saw me fit to try and test myself.
Right.
And it is very powerful, but at the same time you're kind of going, fuck you guys, you know. It has two sides to it where you're like, it's that whole you know, God only gives his hardest trials to his strongest warriors, and it's like, yo, I don't want to be your strongest warrior anymore. I'm good. Just
no, because every time I come out
quit.
After the fucking smoke settles, that's the craziest part. When the smoke settles and it's over, it's just over. It's not. There's not like some like the rebel parade at the end of
there's no award ceremony.
Yeah, it's just over. But when the dust settles and the smoke is all gone and everything, you come up out of the ground.
Yeah.
Me specifically, I've been kidnapped. I fell in a pool. I've had to tackle an alligator. I've had a gun pointed at my face over that dude's wife.
Which is,
I was just in a car accident that fucked me over big time, and I couldn't work for 2 weeks. And I bought another car that just fucked me over. There's a flood in my apartment on Thanksgiving night. Like there's just been so much my entire life. All the custody shit with my baby mama and our kid. Every time when the dust settles, I'm like, I'm still not dead yet. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, you're like, more stuff. Yeah. So Nick, I appreciate that. It's my whole thing was, having been raised very focused on religion and things like that. I learned what was actually important when that was my spirituality as opposed to religion. And that's why I'm like, yeah, no, every religion is bullshit. And I think it's important to have a relationship with God, you on your own. So see, that's the thing, Cole, is like things happen and you should it's a hard way to look at things to go, well, you know what? I'm glad it happened to me because I know I can handle my shit because other people can't. And if this happened, it might break them. So I'm doing a service, you know, thinking about it from that perspective. It's hard to do though, because you're at the same time, you're like, man, again with this shit, I'm not interested.
The problem is I don't really think I can ever handle it. Like when it's happening, I'm like, I can't deal with this. This is not who I am. This is what the world is trying to make me. And then it's over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I guess I survived.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah.
head. When I was younger, I used to bitch and complain, oh, why is it like this? But
Yeah.
as I gotten older, I'm like, I'm just going to deal with it. I'm just going to deal with it. But
Well,
in
yeah.
my head, I'm like,
You
ah!
start, oh yeah, and you start to realize what's really important, right? Like, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, that's. I'm still trucking. Spirituality is complicated. I agree. Our relationship with God is our own and it's sacred. It's not cut and dry. No, it's really not cut and dry. And I'll be like, bro, my God is the one that fucking turned Sodom and Gomorrah into fucking bullshit.
Oh,
And is
so
like,
you're a Jew.
I'm a mean Jew. That's fine. I'm the ones that'll fucking flip the table over and start whipping people. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm a problem, bro. I'm like, yeah. I obey the God of violence.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, well, this has been our discussion on silver linings, everyone. So please, if there's something you think that you would like us to discuss, or you'd like us to harass somebody on our show, please let us know. We're happy to do that because we are for sale. We also are going to be back on. We have a special episode on Saturday. We're doing wieners on Hammered and Cheese. And I'll tell you this much. Excuse me, I'm the Jew. Ah, out of nowhere he came, like he had a tunnel underneath us.
Don't act like there's not a shitload of you guys.
Harass me. I will, Schnickel, don't worry. Yeah. Are you doing anything tomorrow night or no?
No.
No? All right, cool. So Saturday, Hammered and Cheese, guys, we're doing some fancy hot dogs, and I'm also going to be eating a bunch of wieners as well because to commemorate my win of Wiener Apocalypse. It was amazing.
It's
We're gonna
the it's the I don't know, the spin-off. It's not a competition, but like
it's just for the fun of it.
return of this because this is our first sausage / hot dog episode since Winter Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Guys, if you weren't watching us when we did Winter Apocalypse back in October for Oktoberfest, we did a hot dog eating contest. I mean, Dino won. We'll probably will do another one or maybe a food eating competition in the future. Probably more towards that time, towards like Halloween and whatnot. But definitely tune in if you want to see something like that in the future.
Yeah, I may go stream on my Toto. Who knows? Maybe if I'm a little backed up, it might be fantastic. All right. Have a great night, everybody, and we will talk to you soon. Later.
Later.